And we're live. Hello. Well, no one's here yet. Oh my gosh. You know what I forgot to do? I don't know if I can do this right now. I should have done this. I always forget something. Listen. Listen. Look and listen. Look and listen. There we go. We're done here. There we go. We're good. I got it set up. We got it done. I think. Yeah. There we go. I don't know. I don't know if that helped or not, but yeah, if that did anything, but I'm sure it did. Hello, Lori Sue. Hello, Lori. I'm like Kragen clamped. I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm like, am I doing good? Yeah, I am. It looks dark. Do I look dark? Like when I sit back, look at that. I like this. I feel like I'm disappearing into shadow. But yeah, I don't know. Or maybe I need light on here. I lighting is a very tricky thing to do. Like it's because I listened to a horror podcast and they went to film school and they were like, lighting is like super difficult. I'm like, I can imagine. Oh, thank you, Lori. I know I was all like, I'll try and be live every day, and then come the weekend, I'm like, I ain't gonna live. But I'm like, did I go live yesterday? No, I didn't. I didn't go live yesterday, huh? No, I did not. I did not go live yesterday. I'm very sorry. But yeah, I did. Why didn't I go live? Try and make my ADHD explain why I don't have a consistent uploading schedule. I don't know. But know that I will be here when I can. I hope. Obligatory yawn. Hot weather. Okay, yeah. Very genuine and refreshing. Don't say that. I'm not genuine. Well, I don't know. The line between my online self and the genuine me is blurred. I do hype myself up a bit. Like if you were to see me in public, I'd be very shy, very demure, and very shy. Very like, and be like, oh, yes. Like you could send me a picture of yourself, and like we could meet in person at some whatever, and I'd be like, yeah, how are you? I'd be like deep down, I'd be like, they look familiar, or they kind of are ringing a bell, but everybody looks familiar to me these days, so I will not address it. So you know what I mean? Hello, Mystical 047. Mystical 047. Now here's the thing. Would you call it O or 0? You know? I don't know. I think 0 because that's 0. It's not a capital O. And Mystical asks, how is Kay feeling about me? I don't know. Ask them. Also, thank you for the like, even though like I've only been on for 3 minutes and the content has been disappointing so far. And I'm also 15 minutes late. Like, yikes, you know? Big yikes. Also, how's the audio? Is my mic good? Is audio good? Is visual good? It's all involved. It's all involved. It all matters. Have you checked out recently the garbage that pages passes themselves terror videos on YouTube? Yikes! Just today I was watching some people talk to be embarrassed. I don't. I take that back. I rarely do. The last one I've seen, the last live I've seen of readings consistently, the last channel that I've seen consistently is Tarot Oracle, and he's dealing with medical issues, so you know, he's yeah. I posted because I was curious for their energy. Well, look into it, girl. And yeah, I am doing readings. Yeah. I'm like, do you want a reading, Mystical? Is that what you're asking? Because your question was, how is Kay feeling about me? I wasn't sure if you wanted a reading or not. I'm just kidding. I'm being mean. I'm being mean. But I'm like, also, I get tired of people just dropping the question. Like, I'm gonna like stop everything that I'm doing and answer the question, you know? No self-awareness, no integrity whatsoever. It's all a shtick and scam laced with personal judgment. I find that personal judgment does come through me quite a bit. So y'all need to keep that in mind. Yeah. It's all right, Mystical 047. I want to call it Mystical 047. Like, it has to be Mystical 047, even though it's 0, but like Mystical 047 just rolls off the tongue better. That's just me, though. That's just me. Happy that you're being honest. I know. I try. That's the thing. I try to be honest. That's all I can do. I'll be more respectful next time. And not just for me, Mystical. Do it for any reader, because even though I may give you a free reading, I know you're just gonna hop on to the next one. I'm just kidding. I'm assuming because that's what people do. A lot of people do that. A lot of girlies do that. Not girlies, but like, the tarot girlies, the tarot readers, Clarence love to read or hop for some reason. And it's like, you're not supposed to do that. Pick one and be done, and then maybe, ask again tomorrow. But even then, you should give your stuff time. You should take action and spend time with the reading that you've gotten, I respect the reader that reads the cards rather than interjects their own personal issues and judgments. And this is where, sorry, I know I want to do readings. If anybody else in the chat wants to do readings, just let me know. And that gives me a gauge of how many people want readings or interested in readings, because right now I'm letting people file in, and I'm going to talk about this. What's the tarot news? Oh my God, Hopeful Soul. Mary White may be making a new tarot deck. She may be making a new tarot deck. Let me just say that one more time to reiterate. Mary White may possibly, theoretically, hypothetically, may be doing a new tarot deck. Anyways, but this though, I'm like, this is where intuition, I feel, gets misconstrued for personal judgments and projections of the reader onto themselves, which is where I kind of need to see the different types of readings that people do, where I just need to get different readings from people. I need to see, I want to do that, but that costs money. Money I don't have. But I would love to do more private readings with people and get a hang of it and to see what it's like, My friend told me once, it's like, how are you going to open a bakery if you've never tried cake before? And I'm like, oh my God, she's so right. So yeah. Why do you think it's bad to ask every day out of curiosity? One is like a spinning wheel. It's like a hamster wheel. You're spinning but not really going anywhere. You're stuck into asking the same question, wanting the different results without actually giving, let's just say, this is going to sound very new agey woo woo, but like, let the universe process itself and flow forward. If you keep asking it, you're gonna jam it with too many prompts. I think this is like an idea of mine that I have when I come to it, because it really isn't like, even when you do too much of one thing, it just overburdens it. Even when I do readings for myself, if I do a spread, let's say 3 cards, and I'm like, I want more. If I do more, if I even pull 3 more cards or 2 more cards, it throws things off. It throws the vibe off. So yeah. Let's see. And that's how I feel about it. It's sort of like, and it's all, because again, to me, tarot is a calculator that charts and shows your life and reflects it onto you, It almost pushes it away. It seems like, yeah, that as well. It's like the answer is like, the answer is like kind of, and it also devalues the answer that you got previously, and it devalues the message that you received from the reader previously as well, from the first day versus the one that you got to the second day. And so it's like, I think a good sign of a good reader is they won't do a reading for you the next day after, unless it's for a different question or a different topic, you know? But that's just me. That's just me. That's just my opinion. This is my opinion. This is not, you know, every day. This is not the consensus. I'm sure someone else, some other tarot reader will be like, well, actually, I think it's okay because of whatever. But, you know, so yeah. So anyways, hello, Hopeful Soul 72. You mean she's going to top Mary? I don't know if she'll be able to do that. I don't know if, and this will be a good test to see if Marielle is like a lightning in a bottle type situation, or what she's going to do, because I wouldn't be mad if she did a Rider-Waite-Smith in her own style, not exactly like line per line doing something like, you know, sort of like, because I was looking at these, I was like, imagine if Mary White, let's switch, did like, you know, like this is the Queen of Pentacles, you know, and the lover, you know, it's like, okay, you can totally see like it's Rider-Waite-Smith-esque to an idea. I first of all, I love the clothing in this deck. Anyways, so yeah, versus like, you know, the same outfits, the same colors, the same everything, just in her style. And like, I honestly, I would not be mad at it, but it would still be like, I don't know. I would still like something different. Who knows what she's gonna do? We can't begin to think. But again, will she top it? I don't think so, and I don't want her to, and I don't expect her to. I just want to see her put out more. I want to see more of her insights of the Marielle. I think if she, like, it'd be interesting to see what she does. So yeah, it's so unique. How can she even do that? The more you look at it and the more you look into what she drew, do you have the Marielle nearby? What type of a question is that? It's right here. Oh my gosh. Anyways, do you not know this channel? Do you not know who I am? So like for her to top this, I don't know. It's not about topping. I mean, where's why? Where's why? It's not about surpassing or making better. It's about making something new. You know, like I think of like Lady Gaga and The Fame and The Fame Monster. Those albums are amazing, you know. But you know, and people kind of always talk shit about her. Like they always talk shit about her music, but then her music eventually grows and becomes really well respected. Like Joanne, that whole album from, you know, Perfect Illusion and A Million Reasons, like she always ends up pulling it off. And I think she's always ahead of her time. That's just me on Lady Gaga. And so what I'm saying is Mary White is the Lady Gaga of tarot. No, I'm just kidding. Well, maybe. But anyways, hello, Monica C. Yeah, we're gonna get to questions right now. I know I'm talking about tarot and I should do readings, but yeah, there may be people who don't know it, Zach. They need to know it. I am the Marielle flagship. I'm just kidding. That sounds a little bit pretentious. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, then you also said, did you have you heard that Bone Stone is going mass market? I did hear. Someone needs to pull up those live streams. Someone needs to pull up those live streams, because if I'm not mistaken, she has in the past said that she would not do mass production, which I was like, okay, if you're going to do that, all right. You know, but if I didn't, but honestly, I'm also like, you know what? I get it if she switches over to mass production. But yeah. Who knows how different it's going to be from the first edition. I still have my first edition. It's still pretty much untouched. I put it for sale. Someone was interested and they're like, it was used. I'm like, I barely shuffled the thing. I barely did any readings with it. Like, it's a first edition. What do you mean? Like, you know, mind you, I was not selling it for cheap because it's not a fucking cheap deck. So yeah, anyways. Right, she said it. Right. Let's. Okay, she did say it. Right, I'm not mistaken. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. She really did say. She really did say that she wasn't going to do mass market. She changed her mind, and that's her prerogative, or that's her right to do so with her project. So, yeah. But anyways, but yeah, I think nope, you're saying, oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. But I do believe that I think maybe Avalon Cameron, right? That's her name, right? Yes. I've been so out of it. But Avalon Cameron, I think she needs to just do a tarot book. I loved the book on the Bone Stone Earth Flesh. That was like the shining jewel of the deck itself, of the deck and the book. The book was the best part. Not to throw any shade to Anatorian's artwork or whatever, because the deck is beautiful, but like it's just, I don't know, there's a lack of cohesion to it. But I think the guidebook, I think Avalon Cameron should have just made it a standalone book, and then made a deck to go along with it. You know what I mean? And then able to sell them separately in a way to where the writing isn't so dependent on the depiction of it. But yeah, no, the book and the deck come together. It's a whole set. It's a pretty big box, and the book is pretty thick. So no, it's not sold separately. But I don't know if the mass market is going to be different if she's doing a smaller guidebook, or if she's, I don't know on that. I have no idea. So even though I say y'all want some tarot news, honestly, it was just because Mary White. Sorry, I always say Marielle because Marielle Tarot, but Mary White seems to be contemplating making a new deck, and I'm really excited for that, and I really hope we get that. So yeah. So anyways, who wants a reading? Who here would like a reading? Thank you. You're welcome. I it's been so long since I've talked tarot like that. It's been months, a year probably. It's been a long time since I've done that. Anyways, who here would like a reading? I should face forward and have my hands here on the deck on the desk shuffling. Also, does the fan? I have a fan blowing right here because it gets hot right here in this little area in this corner of my room, and so if it gets too loud, I think I can lower it, or I'll just turn it off and I'll see how long I can bear it. If it's not too hot, I don't know. Let's see. Can't hear it. Okay, good. That being said, you might not know you hear it. Hold on. Let me see if I turn it off. What about now? Yeah, that's right. Now you can't hear it. Anyways, readings. Who would like a reading? There is no list, Monica. See, there will never be a list. In this chat, there will never be a list. Okay. The max you're gonna see me do a list is, so and so and so and so and so and so want a reading, and it's like near the start of the reading. But yeah, no one's yeah, no, okay. I'm like, it depends on how many people want to read, because I may just do the guess the numbers game. So yeah, same difference. Okay. I'm like, I'm turning that shit back on. I can already feel the heat radiating from my window, because for some reason summer decided to come back. Summer decided to say, hey, I'm still here. Heat is still here. So it seems like only Monica and Joan have a reading. So we're going to do a very loose list here, I will say. Did people leave? Some people left. I think maybe because I wasn't getting to readings, I was just chatting about decks and deck news and all that. So yeah, another K. Monica, you and who was it? Yeah, you and Mystical 047 both are asking that. Yeah, Mystical 047 is still here. Even though it's Mystical 047, but I'm telling them, I'm like 047 just sounds better, you know, it just flows more. So yeah, so Monica, Mystical, you guys need to talk. Are your Ks the same Ks? You don't have to if you want to, but it's not like I'm gonna get to it. Well, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say it like that because again, it's like I don't know. There's 3 of you so far. I'm like, you know what? No, we're gonna stick to my rules. We're gonna play the guess the numbers game. Okay, Mystical. If you don't know the rule, because I think you're new here, Mystical, and maybe Joan. Joan, I know you've been on here before, and Monica C, I know you. Y'all better know the rules by now. Guess the numbers between 0 and 21 after I pull this card. Okay. So here's the card. This card is going to be either a numerical value of 0 to 21. Hello, Taka fan. There is no list. There is no list. I'm explaining the rules literally right now. Here's some more rules for it. Okay, you can guess as many times as you can. Not yet, Joan. Not yet. The official banner isn't up. Okay. And it says guess between 0 to 21 right here. Right. I don't know. So yeah, not yet. You oh my gosh. You guys, y'all are so eager. Eager beavers. Let's give it a second. Listen to me. Don't listen to chat. Don't copy everyone else. Listen to me. Okay. So you guys get it? Guess between 0 to 21. Now you guys, you see this banner right here, that banner right there. Pick a number between. I should just write guess a number between. I'm gonna and you can guess as many times as you want. First person to get it right gets the reading. Let me make sure I know what. Okay, yeah, there we go. I'm making sure what number it is. Okay, now you guess. You must be 18 and over to enter. Also, if you're under 18, I will not do the reading for you. Let's see. I love it. Sleeping booty. And it's like, is that Lisa? Is that Lisa Simpson sleeping? You should be asleep if you're sleeping. I'm doing good. We're doing, I guess, the numbers game, sleeping booty. You're like, let me throw in a number 2. So far, no one's getting this. Right? Yeah, I don't see it. 2 of you have gotten close. But, no, yeah. Altruistic Ascension. Hello. Oh, wait. Flocka. I want to say Flocka. Waka Flocka. Flocka. You know. But you got it. 5. The 5 of discs. Not a fun card to have. But a card that's been kind of like popping up in our chats around here. Yeah. Anyways, what's your question, Taka? Do you have a question? Do you even know what this is? Do you know who I am? Do you know what I do? Do you know what this channel is? Do you know what we're doing here? I should remove some of these decks because honestly, some of them do not need to be here. I was like, we're going to move them onto the bed. Just to give them space. Just to set space. You know, we're going to set some space. Clear some space. I'll probably be reaching for that one in this live stream because I usually do. Which one should... Oh, man, like all of these. again. I pulled this one out because my friend was like, "Oh, do you know about the?" She mentioned the Mesquite Tarot recently. I was like, "Yeah, I still have it, and I like it." So we'll see if I use it today. But anyways, Taka, what's your question? How does D feel about the distance towards us? I love that. Let's see. We're going to use this. Are we going to use this? What are we going to use? What are we going to use? What are we going to use? What does he use? What are we going to do? What are we going to use? So yeah, and don't worry to all the other losers. I'm just kidding. The people who didn't guess correctly, there will be other guess the numbers. Okay, but it takes a minute. It takes a minute for me to do these readings. Okay, I like to take my time. I'm a yapper. I like to chat. I like to yap. I like to ask questions. I like to interrogate. I like to get as much context as possible for these readings. Okay. Went from romantic to just friends. It was my decision. I didn't want to, but it's complicated. We were at work today. It was a bit awk today on the same shift. I'm just happy I guessed right. Well, I mean, the Five of Discs, the Lord of Material Trouble, not necessarily the best card to guess on, but you know. I mean, it means something, which I guess in terms of material trouble, and you guys are coworkers, it seems as well, right? We were at work today. It was a bit awkward. Yeah, that also adds a layer of probably, I can see why you probably were like, went from romantic to just friends. It was my decision. I didn't want to, but it's complicated. Also, Taka, just brownie points for you, because I was about to start going into the whole interview, like be like, who's D to you? Who's the, how long have you been together? What also, yeah, how long were you guys together until you guys made it a friend zone? You guys put each other in the friend zone. So what was complicated about it? I also want to know. I'm just curious. You don't have to share. Mind you, you also don't have to. I will ask these questions. Doesn't mean you have to answer them, because these are public and this is the internet. And I read all of what you answer out loud, even if I don't put it in the banner down here. Like I will read it out loud and be like, So just beware. Let everyone beware if you're getting a reading from me. That's how I roll. That's what I do. Right. Okay, so went from romantic to just friends. It was my decision. I didn't want to, but it's complicated. How does he feel about this? I mean, for you as well, it's probably awkward, because it's like, no one really ever gives you like a good advice, or no one really knows what good advice to give for like removing back the boundary line of relationships, versus it's either all or nothing. And if it stays on a certain place, it has to stay there, because if it goes past it, you can't put it back and keep the boundary there where it was. And you know what I mean? Does that make sense? I'm sure someone's written a book on it, but I don't know. I just feel he took it like too well, but I don't know if he's playing it cool. He might be playing it cool. I feel like usually a lot of people will start to play it cool, and then eventually will show some form of like, oh, this is a problem. And that's kind of the point. It's like, at the moment, everything seems fine. It's sort of like a cold. When the virus gets inside you, you don't feel anything. The symptoms don't kick in immediately. It's over time that happens. Not to compare, turning a romantic relationship into a friendship as like a disease or a virus. That's not what I'm trying to say here. What I'm trying to say is like, symptoms will not show themselves immediately of any issues that one might have with a situation. Do I even need the cards? Sometimes I yap. And I'm like, is this good advice? We're going to see what the cards say, though. The cards make it fun and also pretty pictures. Because we really was going super far with the connection, and he was hella passionate. So what was wrong? So what was the problem was, and why? What pushed you to make this decision? Also, Taka, are you? How do you identify? What are your pronouns, if I may ask? I'm like, because I'm like, wait, what type of relationship is this? You know, woman, a girl, woman, right? Or are you a man and is this, you know? Uh, message me on IG after. I'm just kidding. You don't have to. No, don't do that because then I will not answer. But I can feel the heat off of the tea kettle. Like, I was gonna say, I'm like, is it Sokka? So I'm like, I'm gonna say Taka. But then I'm like, Waka Flocka as well. Anyways. Okay, let's scroll back up to the question and stay focused on it. Also, the question takes up less space of the table. No jumpers. I'm a good shuffler. I never have any jumpers ever. You don't know what to do with yourself. This is your heart, by the way. This is a relationship spread that I like to do. Your mind. Ooh, the 5 of Swords. Are you questioning? Are you second guessing your decision? Okay, so the 4 of Swords is his heart. Ooh. I mean, he really cares about the relationship, I think. And I think if he does, he would respect your decisions for that. And I think that's kind of what's going on here, though he may really care for you. Okay, so you have the Page of Rods here. What do you guys think of the meanwhile, all the tarot girlies in the chat, what do you think of the difference between wands and rods? You know, I like wands. I feel like wands is more, you know, but rods seems more like pentacles versus discs, you know. If you're gonna say rods, you also gotta say discs, but people like to use discs. Anyways. So the Page of Rods, how long has this relationship been going? How long have you guys been together, known each other, been friends, relationship? Like, what's the timeline here, you know? Advice, Queen of Cups, y'all got to be more emotionally open. Y'all got to be emotionally vulnerable. We're going to leave her face down for now. We got to talk more about this. What's going on here? You know, bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, it seems known each other at work for about 5 months, but last month he revealed he had a huge crush on me. See, this is very. See, it's too soon. It's too quick. It's too quick, and then you backed out of it. How long were you guys in a relationship then? And after that, the connection advanced hella quick because I never knew he felt like that. See, yeah. So that makes sense for the Page of Wands. That makes sense. Yeah, and that makes sense with the Two of Cups for his mind here. So heart, mind, your heart, his heart, your mind, his mind. I can respect that. If things move too fast and you're not comfortable with it, you have every right to be like, hold on. You know. But again, if he really does like you and he really does care for you, he would respect your choices. Still guarded from baggage. Okay, that could also, yeah, I could see that. Have you talked to him about it? Which I mean, like, yeah, that's you can't really just immediately from, let me see, for 5 months of knowing each other, and then a month of like a crush and dating and like then friends, like that's quite a lot, you know. Yeah, yeah, uh-huh. What's that song? Hold on, let me help y'all right now. Hold on. What's her name? Oh my gosh. I'm like, let me see. I'm gonna find her right now. Hold on, everyone. Hold on. Give me a second here. Yeah. Alexa, play Stay Soft by Mitski. Okay, there you go. You're welcome. I don't know who all is playing me out loud, and they have their Alexa right next to their computer, but hopefully that helped you guys. It's like that song. Listen to Mitski's Stay Soft. Okay, and you'll be like, she gets it. But this right here, like, I couldn't tell if the feelings were legit from his side. I, as a Scorpio rising, that's my natural state. Oh, I don't have Alexa. Good, Joan. Um, we normally talked and was on the phone for hours. Oh, love that. Love a multi-hour long yap session on the phone. That's love right there. But no, we haven't talked today, TBH. It's just been quiet. I don't know if things will mesh out though. That's makes things even more uncomfortable, from a lot of talking to and you gotta yeah, it's tough. You really gotta work on this right here, the Queen of Cups right here. I miss it. Yes, you get it. I do get it. He's a Sagittarius. He's a Sagittarius, and he's a Pisces. No, I'm sorry. You're a Libra. Sagittarius and Libra. I can't. Nothing bad comes to mind from those two melding together and hooking up or whatever and dating. Nothing immediately comes to mind, but I'm pretty sure other astrology girlies will be like, Sagittarius and Libra. I don't think so. But I'm like, I don't know. It's like Libra, you like to not question, but second guess or see the other side of things. I like to call it like dropping the other shoe, kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop. That idea. Yeah, that would be funny though. I love to. It's happened a few times to people on the chat, Joan. So I'm like, every time I'm like, wait, let's do it. I usually say, Alexa, play The Other Woman by Lana Del Rey. Anyways, hella blunt and passionate. The last relationship before the one that I'm in right now was a Sagittarius, and she was she was like one of the coolest people I ever met. So I hold Sagittarians at a high regard because of her. But also Pisces and Sagittarius are Jupiter ruled. So yeah, I mean, if it's a Pisces man, that's your problem right there. Don't go for a Pisces man. Don't go for any like watery men. I don't know how my sister's doing it with she's married to a Cancer. I don't know how she's doing it, but she's doing it. She got it, I guess. I don't know how she's doing, but she's doing it. We'll see. We'll see how they go on. um so um a Pisces man terrible. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. My nephew's a Pisces and he's a lot. Oh, he is a lot. But anyways, so yeah, what was I gonna say? Where was I? Right, let's continue back onto the reading. Let's go back to let's refocus here. Let's refocus here. Let's take back the focus onto the reading here of the Queen of Cups here. What I was saying. She's reversed. You have to really learn to emotionally communicate. And that is probably something that I think everybody struggles with today. Very few manage to be good emotional communicators, of being able to just say, you know what, I just felt like this. I felt like this at this moment and it made me upset. Or I felt like that, versus like, like kind of putting a blame game on it, So I think it's like, I was feeling this way. That was not your intention to hurt me, but it still hurt. Mind you, this is like minor things, not like actual like abuse, you know. But because there is no, but in the end, it's like, as Bell Hooks would say, there is no hurt and pain in love. There is no hurting in love. There is no abuse. Abuse and love cannot coexist. They cannot commingle. So there is a thing here, though. Stand firm, stand your ground, keep the friendship. I think he's taking it very well so far. I think he's letting things kind of like settle and ruminate first. But again, don't get back together with him right now. don't get back together with him immediately just because of this. Like, because again, it was too soon. You've got other shit you got to deal with first. It was, like I said, too soon. This is you got to be intentional with your love, and when you get into a relationship, that's kind of what you got to do. Oh gosh. Well, bipolar something else. But anyways, hello from Oregon. Oregon seems like a beautiful state. How is it, Dana? Is it a good state? Is Oregon a good state? Does California hold Oregon to an unrealistic standard? I kind of feel like I do. That being said, I live in a fucking desert. So like rainy, Twilight themed, vampire Twilight, the Twilight series, Forks, Washington. Even though Washington is farther north than Oregon. Wait, I forget. American geography. Is it Oregon then Washington? Or is it Washington then Oregon? It's Oregon first. Oregon's right above California, right? Please tell me I'm right. Anyways, a bipolar Cancer. Damn. I mean, we're just gonna leave that there. I'm not gonna go into that. So yeah, 10 of discs reversed. I don't really have much to say on this one, other than like, I think in terms of like long-term future plans, in terms of like where you two see each other together into the future, it's not, the vision isn't there yet. And I think that's, if you're looking for that, if you're looking for long term, you have to do the marathon, not the sprint. So it's very wise that you did this with the Ace of Wands reversed. It's like your heart's not in it right now. I think that's all you got to say, because it's like, as someone that is, you can just say, I respect you enough to say, like, my heart isn't there yet. I need to work on myself first. I hope you understand. And that's all you got to say. Nice and green. One day. Anyways, I only know about Oregon from Ken Kesey, but what are those? I'll have to look at it. I'm like the closest thing, the only other books that I know of Oregon or Washington is the Green Creek novels by TJ Klune about werewolves. Anyways, I love color, yes. Yeah, I so do I. I'm like, the only sense of color that I get here in the desert valley that I live in are the sunsets, and the sunsets are killer here. Something about them just anyways, sometimes a green ocean is amazing. Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome, Taka. Yeah, and good luck with that. And again, respect the boundaries, potential outcome. It's just not. I don't like it. This guy likes to pop up in these readings. I don't know why. He's so creepy looking, but like kind of like cute though. Like I kind of want to pet him. Doesn't he look like a weird pet? Kind of reminds me of Pickles. Oh, my little Pickles. Pickles is my dog, by the way, for those who are not regulars to my channel. Those who know who Pickles is and have seen her. So yeah, anyways. Okay, so who else would like a reading? I'm focused on my financial future. Good. I should too. I should be too. Well, that's why I'm doing this. Kind of. Yeah. Yeah. That's one thing I need to work on. I need to really work on. Well, okay. So let me put a small little asterisk on that, or a little correction on that. This should be done with love as well. For this is love of yourself. So in a sense, love isn't waiting. This is love because you're planning for your security and your well-being for yourself and your loved ones. Love a good sunset, right? I love a good sunset. I'm like, I saw a few clouds here and I was like, oh my God, the sunset with the clouds. I'm like, I can't wait to see it. And then the clouds did not pull up for the sunset, and I was like, you dropped the ball. We'll do your reading because it seems like there's only a few people in the chat, Monica. So we'll just jump to yours. Unless you want to do a guess the numbers game, to who all would like a reading. Okay, have we done a reading on you and Kay before, right? And if we have, I completely forgot what it's about, what that reading said. It's been so long that I know you've been on my channel before, Monica. Monica Lewinsky all, oh my God. Wait, sorry. No. That's not right. No. Sorry, I just Beyonce, No, we haven't? Okay. Is K an X, right? Who's K? Who is K to you? It was someone else. Ah, so you're moving on. So you've moved on. I'm a Scorpio. I would appreciate a reading. We'll see. If chat stays small like it is right now, Dana, I'll do a reading for you after. But if like all the people who wanted a reading, like they get a reading and then they dip out. Like I give someone a reading and then everybody dips out. And I'm like, why do y'all leave? This is the entertainment. I'm like, are you not here for the entertainment? Like you gotta wait around and see. You can't just hop out and then come back in. Because you never know how fast I'll be done with a reading. I'm just kidding. I usually do take about like 20 minutes for a reading. We've never met. Someone I'm chatting with online. Oh, okay. So someone you're chatting. Okay. Okay, so you want to know where this goes, right? I respect that. Okay, okay. So that kind of puts more into context. That puts more context into the question. So you've only been chatting online. Have you guys FaceTimed? Have you, right? Or I'm like, now I want to know, like, are they real? What if they're catfishing you? That's like the primary fear that everybody has when it comes to like meeting someone online. Catfishing, scammers, schemers, and scammers. Because it's happened to me in a very horrible, horrible way. But don't worry, I was safe. I'm here, I'm still standing. But honestly, a mystery that I honestly want solved. But anyways, another day. I wonder why people do not just stay and learn. I find this educational as well. I don't know. I think they just can't handle the powerful knowledge that comes through the screen to them. I don't think they can handle the radiation of knowledge that comes from YouTube when I'm on my channel. I don't think people can handle it. You know, is he even interested in me? I mean, he's talking to you, right? Right? How's the conversation? Do you feel heard? You know? I sure wish he's real. Oh, girl, you don't even know if he's real. First and foremost, make sure that he's real and legit, Monica. FaceTime him. Also, I just got a text that like my prescription is ready. So I don't know when I'll go and pick that up. Oh, you see, that's very good. That's a responsible querent right there. Hopeful soul. Hopeful soul is a responsible querent. Everybody can take notes of that. Everybody should take notes. This is going to be on the test at the end of the live stream. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. You feel heard, but you don't know. Let's see. Yeah. Which brings us back to the same. What will become of me and Kay talking? Let's see. How long have you guys been chatting? A few weeks? A few months? A year? How long? First you say, OMG, I sure wish he's real. And then, he real, I'm sure of it. Okay. Okay, Monica. It is so prevalent this day and age. Super sad. Damn the scammers. Otherwise, what is the point of getting a reading? I think in a subconscious way, I think even though people say like, no, I don't want to just get a reading to hear what I want to hear. Okay, a few weeks. Okay, so this is pretty early on. Thank you for that, Monica. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is the last shuffle for sure. Okay, so we have the Three of Staves. I think you got to get other people's opinion on this. You need someone to come and verify this and look at this with a fresh pair of eyes. I guess that's what you're doing right now, but this is your heart right now. I think you're kind of looking at maybe could be a good collaboration. This seems though this doesn't give very like lovey-dovey, but it does give excitement, but it's reversed. So I feel like it may be misguided or perhaps untrusted. If that makes sense. Is that the right word? Hello, Rare. One, two, let's see here. And the heart, the patriarch, the Hierophant. This is the second time the Hierophant has shown up in this position. Let me move it to the side here. Let's move some things. I'm going to put this over so we don't, So yeah, we have the Hierophant. You know what you know. That's all I can say. That's kind of like what this card kind of says in this position. This is your mind here. The patriarch is saying, you know. You know. You might think you might not know, but you know. Don't pretend. You know. Okay, his heart, we have the 10 of Swords. I don't like it. I don't like it. He's got some shit he's got to work through, and I don't like it. And 3 of Cups reversed for his mind, which kind of balances or relates to the 3 of Wands or the 3 of Staves here, but where there's intimacy and probably a bit of a lack of respect for boundaries here with this 3 of Cups here. Here it seems like, okay, we got to keep it how it is. I think I don't like it. The cards aren't liking it either. Foundation, we have the Ace of Cups. I like that. That's okay. Okay. That's a good card, right? Right? It's a great potential. And as the foundation of it, of the relationship, it's a start, but it's nothing solid and it's nothing too grounded. If you want a relationship, you're going to want something a little more. So I think the Ace of Cups is saying it's too soon. Advice for the relationship. It don't look good. The advice is maybe keep your expectations a little bit more realistic. Potential outcome, the Moon. It's too soon. It's too fresh. You got, like I always say, with any new, I don't know what you're expecting or wanting or anticipating from this relationship. Whether that's like actual like love and romance and the husband of your dreams, But whatever it is with anyone that I meet, I always say it's like always try and see the ugly in them first, the good, the bad, and the ugly before you can actually say like, oh, I love this person, that's what it is. Something about that, this is how I am. And that's what I always recommend for people. Always look at the flaws. Always find where they lack, and not to try to fix it. More so just to be aware of like, oh, when shit hits the fan, this is how they react. This is how they act. This is how they process things, versus, oh my God, he's so funny. Oh, he's so sweet. Oh, he's so caring. Oh, he listens. Like, okay, yeah. But like when the bills are due or are 2 months overdue, like, how does he act? How does he react? How does he deal with that problem, Or there's been a miscommunication and it devolves into an argument. How does that work out? Anyways, so Monica C, maybe just keep sending him funny memes, but don't actually like, maybe try and get to know him more. You got to figure out whatever's going on here, but that's the heart. That's the emotions. And with men, you're really not sure. I mean, if K is a man, or I don't know, but but the 3 of Cups, lack of boundary, that it's giving a lack of respect for boundaries. It's giving like pinche metiche, as they say I say it in Spanish, metiche, a nosy, being nosy, or always being in other people's business. But yeah, Monica, you can do better, I think. You know, and you can do better. And the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. I love her. Look at her. Isn't she beautiful? But anyways, she, I think maybe just focus on your work. You know, focus on yourself more. Don't worry about him. You know, just keep the conversation light, but don't open up too much too quickly. We got kind of like the opposite going on here. Someone being like put in a position to where they were opening up too much, and then you, Monica, where I don't know, like, were you like, I don't know, it's kind of giving like you were ready to kind of like, or get excited to see where this was going, and like, you know, anyways, so yeah, that's what I see there. Especially for something so soon, and the moon coming up as a potential outcome, it's like, it's not, don't take it as like a, don't talk to this person anymore, you know, just take your time with it. So yeah. So anyways, so let's see. Rare asks, hi, can I ask you when you'll see me starting a new project? I don't know, you can start it when you start it, girl. I'm just kidding. And no, I can't see it because, well, I mean, first of all, I need glasses to see. So I don't know how well you can rely on me. I'm just kidding. Hold on. I really want to take a little tangent time here and discuss this here. Do you know that there are certified therapists incorporating tarot into their care for self-accountability and self-empowerment? Did you know that? Yes. Who they are, I don't know. Would I want a therapist that does tarot or works with tarot in their practice? I'm not sure. I think at the end of the day, I think I just want a therapist that's gonna, you know, help me better understand myself and help me work on myself. Again, self-accountability and self-empowerment. Like, for that, I think I really need a lot of self-empowerment just to be a little vulnerable here, a little open and vulnerable for the moment real quick here. Let me go like this real quick. So always watch and read the red flags. Yeah, but the red flags with rose-colored glasses, they just look like regular flags, you know? Tarot for detectives. I think detectives are pretty good at. I think detectives are pretty good at using their intuition when it comes to problem solving and working on cases and all that. It's. I think detectives know when to follow their gut on something and to look at where the threads follow on to that, versus where like tarot readers kind of do the same thing, but they do it with the cards in a way. So yeah, and you're welcome, Monica, by the way, even though like we like moved on real quick to the next thing. That's one thing I don't like about that's the thing I find issue with doing these live streams is, you know, how much I feel like I don't take time with the person. You know, I feel like I have poor, as my mom would say with doctors, you know, poor bedside manners, you know. So yeah. Okay, so who else would like a reading? I know, I believe Dana, Rare, I think Joan also said, okay, if you three want one, we're going to do, I guess, a numbers reading. It would suck to be colorblind. Yeah. I kind of am. Not really. Like, sometimes I'm like, am I red, green, colorblind? But then I'm like, no, I can totally see this is like this looks like red, orangish to me, you know? And this is clearly green to me. Red, orangish, green. What I have issue is like blues and purple and indigo. Like this is blue, right? These boxes are blue, right? Like I'm not crazy, right? But anyways, enough about me being colorblind and my technical colorblindness. I'm not colorblind. I'm really not. Let's just say that. But it's like, it's a little annoying when I can't tell the difference between the colors. And people are like, that's purple. I'm like, is it? It looks blue. And it's like, no, it's purple. And I'm like, I want it to be blue. My fragile masculinity doesn't want it to be purple because purple is more feminine, you know, and also I really like blue. I like dark blues. But anyways, let's see. So to who all would like a reading, I'm going to pull a card. Please don't show it. Oh, I like this. Pretty card. Okay. Oh, no. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. There we go. This one. Okay. Guess the number. Guess the number. Okay. If you'd like a reading, if you'd like to get a free reading, guess what number is this card. Okay. It's between 0 and 21. You can guess as many times as you want. Just don't spam. Just don't go in order. Take your time. Actually connect to the card. Actually feel it. Actually sense out the power from this card. Oh, your son is colorblind and your dad was. So is it like is it hereditary? Dana, we're not going to count that one. Not the 22. I hope you guys didn't see that. Well, I mean, even if you guys like saw a little bit, I think you guys would have to actually know the deck. I don't know. I don't know if everybody knows the tarot of color. Nope. So far, no one has it. You guys got to really tune into it. Really feel the card. Really feel what card I pull. Let it call to you. Let the number come to you. Honestly, you can just guess. Like, I'm being annoying. Let's see, cobalt blue. Cobalt blue. Cobalt. First of all, the word cobalt is a fun word to say, and like as a blue, it's just, especially when it's like used for glass and all that. So yeah, not 7, no, not 14, and not 3, not 22. Not 11. You guys are like way off, though. I will say that. Maybe one of you have gotten kind of close to it. But even then, it was like a number away from it. So yeah, not 20, not 8. Yeah, cobalt blue's a good one. Okay, so I'm gonna check my phone real quick while you guys are like trying to figure out what card that is. So yeah. Johnny Blake, 29. Perfect. It was a trick. Okay, guys. Johnny Blake got it. No, not 11. But no, it's not 29. It's not. Not 4. Oh my gosh, are you guys really that off from it? I'm like, I kind of like now want to pull another card and try it again because you guys are just not getting it. Like way off. 13, 14. I'm pretty sure some of you guys have already said these. Yeah, I'm sure someone's already said 14, 12, 19, 17. Those have all been said. And no, they're not that. Process of elimination, people also look at the chat. Use chat for your to assist you in guessing the number. Not 15, not 13. Oh my god. Do you guys give up? Like you guys are like, oh my gosh, I'm getting frustrated. Me getting frustrated with the guess the numbers game. I'm just kidding. I like the guess the numbers game. Trust. I feel like it makes it easier. There we go. There we go. How hard was that? Apparently really hard. Wait, why am I showing this? I gotta show it like this. The Ace of Swords. Let me switch cameras here. Let me switch camera setups. Here we go. Yeah, the Ace of Swords, the root of the powers of air. Ain't that a pretty card? Oh no, I repeated. Oh, it's fine. You guessed correctly. R plus air, right? Rare. There we go. It makes sense that you got this one. It's meant to be. It is. Are you a Libra? With the little scales next to you. Tell us what the Ace of Swords means to you, please. That'll cost you. I'm just kidding. So the Ace of Swords, I always like to see it as like the dispersion of the clouds of ignorance. I think it is the sword that cuts through all the things that like are unimportant and focuses in onto the heart of the matter. You know, it pierces and pinpoints to the main issue. I think as to the main idea. You know, I also think of it like like just the first initial idea. You know, of an aha, almost. It could also be a eureka card. You know, like a clear cut. Yeah, it is. A clear cut. I like that. I like the Terror of the Spirit. I like that take on the Ace of Swords, where it's this like dark world, almost like you're seeing the sunrise at like a spit of like from the point of view of space. And it's like bright and sunny on one, but then like dark on the other, and it's like the earth and then the sunrise coming out. You have to see it to see what I'm talking about. But anyways, yeah, aces came pretty easy to me. Just think of all the aces as beginnings and the start of something. And so Ace of Swords is also like the start of an idea, a mental like connection, a click almost, and the start of some mental idea, something like that. Anyways, but it also clarity and stuff. There's more to it. I feel like the Ace of Swords is a little more nuanced than like the other aces. I feel maybe also the Ace of Discs. But anyways, what's your question, Rare? Was it something about your project, starting a project? The little tiger emoji. Let's see. When you'll see me starting a new project. What to use? What will I wear? What will I use? What should I use? I think we're gonna stick to classic Rider-Waite Smith for this one. Work related. Okay. Okay. Have you finished all your other projects, right? That you started? Because I know I'd do that. I'd fully, if I don't know what you're doing, but I know my brain would be like, okay, I'm kind of bored with this project. When's the new one? What's the next thing we're going to start working on? I'm like, not to be a bitch, but you guys are kind of boring. Like, you know, I would fully be like that in a workspace. I'd be like, I'm like, we're still doing this? We're still working. Why is it taking so long? I wanted it to be done and over with already. We got to do that. And then that, you see, I wouldn't, I could never, you know. That's one of my flaws, a lack of follow through. Except for the things I really, 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 really care about. I'm like, I don't have to also be entertained. I also have to care about it. I'm the same. But I'd like to get going and have an income for my birthday. Of course. Of course. Let's see. Right? And your birthday's right around the corner, huh? Triple Libra, you said? Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising? That is interesting. Where's your Venus? when I first had a phone, I would always message people with this emoji, with the little oh gosh, what are those called? I can't remember. Oh, okay. Sun and Moon in Sag. Okay. Why did I think you said you're triple Libra? Ascendant. Oh, so you is what's in Libra then? But that would make sense. Your Sun and Moon in Sagittarius for, like again, like wanting to start a new project. Your Venus is in Scorpio. I'm so sorry, Rare. So wait, then what are you saying here? Ascendant and Sun and Moon and Sag. But you're saying your rising and sun are. I'm very confused. You got to show me. You got to show me that. You got to show me your chart, girl. Now I'm very confused. I got 2 stelliums, one in Scorpio and one in Saggy. I got to see this chart to believe it. But Venus and Scorpio, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, sorry, I messed things up. It's that Venus Scorpio. That's what. I'm just kidding. The only issue is that it's because your rising is Libra and your Venus is in Scorpio, and I think that's like, I don't know, because Venus doesn't like to be in Scorpio or Aries, but it also depends on like where in Scorpio it is. But anyways. Yeah, your Libra and Sun are in your Libra. Your Sun and Rising and Ascendant or Ascendant, sorry. Ascendant and Sun in Libra. And then your Moon is in Saggy and your Venus in Scorpio. So how are you a triple Libra? Right? Or is that or did you? Yeah, but Pluto likes to be in Scorpio. That's a rulership there. Anyways, enough about that. Let's get to your project. Enough about astrology. I got distracted there. Because I count my birth sign too. Okay, so is this something new? I'm like, what do you mean by your birth sign? Because To me, that's either your rising or your sun sign. What is the birth sign? How do you calculate the birth sign then? No, maybe it's me doing it wrong. I'm like, yeah, because I'm like, what do you mean by birth sign? Because usually people will say, oh, it depends on some people. I don't know. Birth sign, that's a new term for me. Usually it's like people would consider it the rising or the sun sign. Currently more popular is the sun sign, people will say, but I kind of like the idea of the rising sign more than the sun. So yeah. Anyways. Okay, we're getting distracted with the astrology though. Let's get back to you starting your new project. So only double Libra. Then I got 2 scales anyway. Yeah. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Sun and rising. That's all. That's all that counts. That's all that matters. You got two Libras in you. 2 Libra placements. I should say not 2 Libras. 2 Libra placements. Let's see that new project though. Let's see about you starting that new project. Not yet. Just already the first card. I don't think so, girl. I don't think it's happening, girl. No. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Something's tripping you up. It could be yourself. It could be that you might be ready to go, but you're actually forgetting something. Something's being missed. Yeah, the Page of Wands. Again, the today's theme is jumping the gun, I guess. Yeah, it's reversed, which is kind of weird. Does the Wheel of Fortune ever reverse itself if it's a wheel, if it's a circle? But in this case, yeah, it's reversed. We have a rectangle in the title, and we're doing reversals here. The Page of Wands, it's too soon. I think just this simple cross alone is kind of saying a quick answer. Not yet, not immediately. You still got some things to work on, I think. 10, 11. Foundation, the 2 of Cups. I think maybe you need someone in your life, perhaps a partnership. I think it needs to be more a collaboration, maybe with you and someone else. I don't know what you do for work. I don't know how integral it is that it's like only you kind of leading the project, or how reliant you need others for this project. But it does seem that the bonds that you make and the relationships that you have are kind of going to be integral to this. I don't know what you do for work, but that's what the 2 of Cups is telling me. That the Moon reversed, yeah. That the dark murky waters of the Moon just doesn't seem to be very good for this. Oh, you're an advisor. Cool. Okay. That sounds like very like, I like that. Okay, so confusions. Yeah, but this is fading away. I think it's going from confusions to you have a basic idea, but you need some kinks that need to be worked out still before you can actually work on it. But it's an improvement. It's an improvement. Confusions though, yeah, that's accurate. Confusions. Page of Cups reversed. Again, that youthfulness. It's not ripe yet. It's not. It's gotta You turned on the slow cooker. It's not ready yet. This isn't a microwave. It's a slow cooker. You know, you got to be patient. So I guess in terms of like starting the project, I guess the best you could do is start setting things up and preparing yourself for the new project. But again, it depends on the project of what you're working on. Sometimes it's like you can't start anything until you know what you're actually trying to work on or what you're going to be working with, you know? If that makes sense. You know, am I being clear here? Is there anything that you need me clarified so far? Coming up to 10 of Cups. What are you an advisor for? It seems that you know, you may get too much. No. This is a card of saying be careful what you wish for. Lots of Pisces energy too with the Page of Cups, kind of, and well, I should just say watery energy with the Wheel of Fortune, the Moon, and the Ten of Cups, and the Two of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Lots of water, not a lot of structure here, a lot of fluidity, and the Page of Cups being crossed here. The fire is not yet, girl. Not yet. It's all pointing to not yet. But when it does happen, it's going to be a lot of work, I think. It's going to be more work than you expect. You're going to get that project. You're going to be like, all right, let's start the new project. And it's going to be one of those projects. Yep, but it's not coming from me. Okay, it's not coming from me. Okay. Well, careful what you wish for, girl. Current situation, though. So it looks like something that you can move out of. This is the Ten of Swords, which I guess, yeah, I think maybe that's what it is. What was the current? Well, no, not what was the project, but where are you at with the current project that you just finished, or you're finishing up, or done with, or whatever? Or is there something that you have not done yet for that project? Are you still working on that project? Or is that project still lingering in some ways? I think the old project needs to be moved on, needs to be left behind and cleared out of your space before you can start the new one, you know? Oh my gosh. I provided a proposal with my costs, so waiting for the sign. Okay, good. So yeah, the surrounding environment, we have the Devil reversed. I don't like it. I don't like this. We don't like her. We don't like the Devil reversed. Yeah, the lead is taking it too slow. I think that just lined up right there with that. We're going to say that's that. We're going to say the Devil, that's your lead. He may be a cool guy, but just in terms of like wanting what we want, what we're trying to work for in this situation and in this context, he's kind of getting in the way, you know? And then your hopes and fears, the Four of Cups. Overwhelm. I'm going to say it's sort of not necessarily like overwhelm, but more like, again, you're going to get what you asked for, but it's gonna, you're going to feel indifferent towards it. The feelings that you are going to have. I mean, it's sort of like when people say like, oh, I can't wait for the season to be over. And then like, and whether it's winter or summer, and then like winter or summer pulls up and they're like, oh my gosh, why did I ask for this? You know? Ooh, Eight of Swords. How things are currently, you may be stuck. You may be stuck with this, you may be stuck with this project. And I don't, very like, really kind of like, here's the problem. Let's see what solutions we can find here, versus like, doom and gloom kind of going on here with the Ten of Swords, the Devil, the Four of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. The Four of Cups isn't so bad, but that Eight of Swords, I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it. You better make sure you got an out, that you can back out of the project. You can. Or like kind of mimicking or reiterating what the Ten of Cups says, you're gonna get what you asked for and you're gonna be stuck with it. You made your bed, now you gotta sleep in it. Bottom of the deck, the Ace of Wands reversed yet again. They love the tarot loves to do it. They love to do it. They love to repeat cards. They like to. I should get another one. Another what? Another project? That sounds like yeah. I think so. Yeah. Yeah. I guess because if you're saying another project, right? Lack of passion. Yeah, the Ace of Wands. Yeah, the passion is misdirected. It's there. Yeah, another project. Yeah, I would say look for another project as well. Maybe not. Maybe try and look at doing both. Can you do both? Would you be able to handle that workload? Talk about it. Talk with your supervisors and be like, hey, could I do this? Because I feel like it would be like, let's see, I have an option here. And I can be like, oh, this project turns out that I'm not really functioning well with this project. I think I will do much better in this one, No, just kidding. Hello, Nikki Sparkle. Oh yes, I can do too. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, give that a try. Because I think if you put all your eggs in one basket, put all your eggs in one project, that's kind of gonna put you in a, maybe that's kind of what the cards are kind of warning about. But it's still pretty soon. I think you got to give it some time, give some feedback, ruminate on it, mull it over, chew on it some more, and then also, what else? What was the other thing? It'll come to me when I'm like on a walk and clearing my mind, and I'm gonna be thinking about it and be like, oh, I forgot to tell her this. That's how it usually plays out. Don't let me disturb you. I will be silent for now. I'm like, you're an air sign too, Nikki. Don't act, Nikki. You will not be silent. Get some of the moving details captured. Yeah. Get a more solid picture of things. I'm sure you do. I'm like, you know better than I on this work, on your work and the project and all that. True. I'm like, I know. For it is known. Okay. So there you go. Lots of cards for a pretty like yes or like this is how soon. It's like doesn't seem like anytime yet will happen. But yeah. Okay. It's not a tarot chat. It's not a tarot live stream if I'm not yawning. Does that bother y'all? Do people get bothered by people yawning? I don't know. You're welcome, Rare. Let's see. Thank you. I'm really liking it. I haven't seen you do this before. What, the camera with this? I thought you were here for this new update or this setup or whatever. Or whatever. Like I didn't plan at all. You are live though, right? I mean, now I haven't stopped. No, actually, Nikki, this is not live. This is an old live stream. You're actually watching an old live stream that you already commented on. No, I wasn't here in a long time. Yeah, when was the last time you were on? I prefer yawns than burps. Those are gross. I can be a slob at times, I think. I will randomly, I'll just like burp in public. Just out loud. just vile. That would be crazy. Probably a glitch in the matrix. You better watch out. They're coming for you. The agents are coming for you, Nikki. Let's see. But yeah, I'll try not to burp. When I do burp, I usually try and make it go like a, like I'll try and make it quiet. Yawns over burps, unless they smell too. If you're yawning and your breath smells, that is vile. That is unfortunate. The halitosis is real, which apparently halitosis isn't an actual thing. Yeah. I missed the switch of the subject. I'm like, this is the switch of the subject. Now we're talking about yawns and burps. Oh, TMI. It is an illusion. Yeah, time isn't real. It's a social construct. It's a human construct. It's not real. Yeah. Even though we're like we're limited to it, it's not real. And it bothers me that like, I don't know. To an extent it is, I don't know. Let's go back to like scheduling things for tomorrow at most specific morning, midday, or afternoon. No, not yet, Nikki. Well, let me see. You're not even close. Not even close. Should I do another guess the numbers game? Let me see. To all who want a reading. It's majors and minors. So you have a higher probability of guessing 0 to 14. Hello, stars the limit. Yeah, as if you would like a free reading, you can. Yeah, I just pulled a card here. You guess between 0 to 21. You can guess as many times as you want. Just don't spam the chat all crazy, okay? But actually try and guess. So yeah. Okay, so not even close, you said. Yeah. Hello, Denise. I don't know what that is. Shells. I like the little like floral flare details that people put on those. Grimes had that on her Twitter for a while. Not 1, not 3, but you're close. Not 13. Peace and blessings. Love and light. Greetings, beloveds. Greetings, beloveds. I'm just kidding. I don't do that. That's a surefire way to know someone's trying to scam you on Instagram or in the DMs. They'll message you. Greetings, beloved. Beloved, I have a message for you. Beloved, you're the one that got the 4 of Cups. The Lord of blended pleasure. Yeah, 0 to 21. 0 and 21. Between 0 and 21. I guess I should say, guess the number between 0 and 21. Is that the right term to make it? But yeah, anyways, you got it. Stars the Limit, 2013. Also, you look gorgeous in your little icon picture. She's serving face, and she's serving here for the reading. Well, I mean, it all depends. It depends on what your question is, if I'll even be able to answer it. Because there's some questions I will not do readings on. And if you're under 18. Just for the legality of things. So, yeah. Hello, Brittany. Brittany, have you been on my chat before? The way with the NAY, I think, right? And the other side. Remember when that was like a whole debacle? Like there was a moment where I think some people felt salty that in chats people weren't saying hi back or whatever, or saying hi specifically to everyone. Like, I don't know, there was something going on. But yeah. What's coming in for me in love? And I'm definitely over 18. Okay, good. Salty, yeah, like upset. They got miffed. They got like, they turned sour because, I don't know. It was a thing. It was like years ago in another live stream, and I don't know if it was Kelly from the Truth and Story, or maybe it was like some other live stream. Maybe it was He Who Shall Not Be Named. I live stream. I cannot remember. Yeah, it was years ago. I was like, I don't know. It's just a small thing. But that's the thing, though, is that I loved how everybody was able to communicate with everybody else in the small chats. Like it was only like 30 people in the chat, and like everybody could talk, you know. But anyways, that community is dead, buried, and reincarnated. It's like it's been so long. I don't know what. I don't think I've seen the Truth and Story live in a minute. Anyways, sorry, stars the limit. I'm like talking, I'm like yada yada yada. I'm yapping, and I should be doing a reading for you. Talk about an illusion. I mean, I thought I had I thank God I was able to find genuine friends. Though I did not think like all of them were my friends. And not to be like, oh, they were actually mean or assholes or whatever. But anyways, no, I'm enjoying the topic. Yeah, it's like it's a subculture. It's a niche little subculture that I was a part of, I witnessed, I interacted with. Yeah, I have like my friend Lucy and Nobody Here and who else? Annika. No, not Annika. Well, Annika is Nobody Here. Sorry. Tai who? Tai who? Taijai? I don't remember that one. I don't remember his name. I don't remember his name either. But me and Lucy actually became like we started talking off of YouTube and all that, and we're friends. I'm confident. I'm 100% certain, you know, that Lucy is my friend, and I'm Lucy's friend as well. Like that's a genuine friendship that developed from the internet. So yeah. Anyways, or had a I don't remember. Seeing your friend Asian. Is that where? Yeah, Asians allowed. Asian's good if you don't know specifically what exact culture they're from, you know, or ethnicity they're from, because you know Asia, it's like again like Korean, Japanese, Chinese. I believe. No, I'm not gonna say Asian for sure, but yeah, you mean why though? Why? Not Thai, why? She's my best, if you will. Yeah, she's good. Yeah. We just messaged today. We message like almost like every other day. Sometimes we'll go like a week without talking, and I'm like, ooh. But for the most part, we yeah. But anyways, yeah. But I will say like at least maybe 5 or 6 people, maybe. Why? Yeah. Aquaricorn. Yeah. You acted like a Taijai why? No, I'm like TGI Friday. It's like, what are you talking about? I mean, no. Oh well, you're welcome. Stars the limit. I try. When I upload, I try. When I go live, I try. That's all I can say. You know. So yeah. I want to use the Marielle, but I don't want to use this big copy. But I also don't want to use the second one. Okay, Starlight is up. I will shut up for now. No, keep it going. Keep it going. No. We gotta lock in though. We're locking in now. Oh no, that's the wrong deck. Why do I have this one out? You shouldn't be here. I thought I put you away. I pulled out the wrong one. We're gonna put you here. We're gonna put you in there for now. Putting you in there. There we go. This one. Only because it fits. Only because I can use it for this desk and I can do a spread with it. And I want to use the Marielle Tarot. Unfortunately, I have to use this edition. Well, not really, unfortunately. The second edition isn't too bad. It's not as, I don't know. It doesn't have the same zhuzh that the first edition has, but, you know, anyways. You just ignored a sign. The deck magically showed up there. I don't want to use the B Tarot. I do. Should I? Should I do it? You just slide it to the side. Well, I'm like, I don't like the court cards in this deck. Oh, I like them, but I don't. But I like them, but I don't. I love the artist. I love what the artist did. We're gonna give it a try. I haven't, and also I haven't read with this deck. That's the thing. But it's true. I thought I was reaching for one. So maybe I should. Marielle or the bees? I mean, I don't know. Ask the audience. I get a reading, and then we didn't shut up. I do like this card, the Delphic Bee. Look at that. Isn't she gorgeous? I was like, do you? I'm like, if you had a preference, what do you want? The Marielle right here or the Bee Tarot? I was like, who knows what cards you'll get, because of course it's randomized and where you'll get them, but I'm like, which one? Okay, she's asking for this is the first time. Let this be known. A first. I will be taking a viewer request. Usually I'm like, you don't know what's good for you. I know what's good for you. Let me pick the right deck for you. But because of how everything goes and Nikki calling it out, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe she's right. Maybe she's right. Maybe I should. And maybe I will. I think I will. So for this one, I'll let her choose. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, it was a toss-up, and I'm like, you know what? We'll pick either or. Let's see. Because I'm like, you know what? That's right. I should pay more attention to that. Sounds good. You pick. Oh, no. You're picking. Because I'm like, I honestly couldn't pick between the two. Only issue is, again, I haven't read with this deck, but for the most part, it seems to give pretty Rider-Waite-Smith themes. Like, there doesn't seem to be any, like, issues. So, yeah. I am so aligned with the planets. Trust me. It's going to be good. I don't know. Mercury retrograde may be affecting stuff. Okay. So, let's see. Also, bees are cool. Let's just take a minute and say, you know what? Bees are awesome. We all love bees, right? Even though they sting, but like we kind of understand why. We respect them for that, you know? No, first of all, I would never mess up a reading. Ever. I'm just kidding. I've messed up a few readings. You're not a true tarot reader if you haven't messed up a reading. And how do you handle that? How do you handle and manage a messed up reading? And that's the sign of that's the litmus test of a true good tarot reader. We're not going to read that. I don't do jumpers. I say, as I was like, I never let the readers choose, but I never let the querents choose, but you know, sometimes, you know, sometimes it depends on the mood I'm in. Depends. I'm an air sign. But Star's the Limit, you're channeling Star's the Limit 2013 sounds familiar. I could be, I'm like, honestly, so many accounts and people pass by through this channel and get readings that I'm like, talk my way into good reads. Cancer Sun, Gemini Moon, Leo Rising. Almost close to Lana Del Rey's Sun Moon. She's like, Cancer is Sun, Leo is Moon. I can't remember how exactly the song goes, but yeah, she's a Cancer Sun, Leo Moon. Take out your turquoise. I have turquoise. Speaking of, I think, unless I got rid of it. Unless I moved it along. I don't see her. She's not here. Oh well. Sure you can, Nikki. Take out your turquoise. No, I've actually warmed up to Geminis. I'm like, they're like the bees of the zodiac. I understand why they sting. I'm just kidding. No, no, Geminis. I'm starting to like them. I know people always talk shit about Geminis, and if I've ever did, it's mostly for the memes. Like people joke about like Geminis being terrible. No. So yeah, I've warmed up to them because I believe my Venus is in Gemini. And I always are like, ooh, but I'm like, no, it's actually yeah. What's BS? Because you're a true ride or die, straightforward, F that two-faced nonsense. I've come to understand that it's not like them. Geminis aren't two-faced so much as they're like able to blend well within any social situation with the people that they're around with correctly. Like again, you're not going to act how you act with your family versus how you act with your coworkers. And Geminis can smoothly transition between the two. If there's like some party where both family and coworkers are there, they're going to be able to act accordingly within that social circumstance. Anyways, oh, the moon again. The moon is the card of these readings for the past while. It's unclear. The waters are not clear. Star's the limit. That's a very raunchy joke that I'm not gonna explain it. And the devil. I don't like it. I don't like it. No. Crossed by the devil. The moon crossed by the devil. It's giving I think it's giving love is not for you right now. If anything comes to you, it's probably not going to be healthy. It's probably not going to be for the betterment of you. It's not going to be loving. It's not going to be honest. It's not going to be clear. It's going to be conditional love. And nobody wants that. Oh, but look at that. We have strength supporting it, though. But you can get through this. At this very moment, it is only a moment. It is only an era, okay? This is just a flop era. Don't worry. Every artist has one, you know. So much for gentle delivery. Yeah. But strength there supporting you. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles as well. Listen, whatever you went through, sure, it was bad, but you're not alone. You have others that truly love you. Even if you don't see it, even if, you know, the ones that will truly come to your love, the ones in your love life that you should be focusing on are the ones that are there for you when shit hits the fan. She knows what she deserves. And then we have Justice reversed. Are you afraid of a lack of fairness? You know? Also, random side note, don't ask me why. I'm getting a craving of food right now. I could go for some McDonald's, like a McDonald's, like a burger with fries and some chicken nuggies with sweet and sour sauce. That's neither here nor there. Back to Justice. You know, who truly gets hurt when the bee stings? Who truly gets hurt? when there's a breakup. Were you in a relationship? Have you ever been in a relationship? Oh, we're not done yet. Stars the limit. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. You think this is over? We're not done yet. He's like, oh, okay, thank you. No. Stay here. This is the intro. This is just the first part of the cross. Then we have the Princess of Swords here, right? Yeah, the Princess of Swords. She always likes to come in and throw a stump onto things. But I think you're going to be discerning about it. So the Princess of Swords, she's very particular. I think you're going to be it's going to make you very guarded, you know. So I think in terms of like currently, I think it may be throwing. You know what? Let's continue. We're going to continue. Let me not come to conclusions just based off of this so far. But so far it's not looking pretty. But doesn't mean don't give up hope yet. That's just currently, you know. Let's see. Okay, then we have the King of Jars. I like how he looks, even though I'm not a big fan of the core cards. There are some core cards in here that I think just look gorgeous. If only she did like different backgrounds for these core cards, but I like him. The King of Jars. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be cups or pentacles. I think it's pentacle. No, it's cups, because pentacles is pentacles. Jars is just the cups. Yeah. But I don't know, something about his pose, the flowers, the honey pot right there by the floor. It's kind of gave a little bit King of Pentacles, but the water. I should have looked at the water, the coastal water there for cups. But I think, yeah, currently it's giving you're trying to find your footing emotionally. I think you need to find that first. Find that emotional footing and being like, yeah. And then open yourself up a little bit to a relationship or to love, you know, to a new man in your life or person. I don't know what you're into, you know. Oh, look at that. And then the Queen of Jars right there, right after. So it seems that there's something there, something that wants to happen. Are you talking to someone? Right? It's a match. Things may not look great right now, but it looks like something's happening. Something's going on. Something's clicking. I love this card. I think this card is beautiful. I wonder if she has prints of this. But this is the Queen of Pentacles. See, I like this. Yes, kinda. You got to work on this. Whatever the hell this is, the moon and the devil crossing it, that you got to work on some therapy. You got to, I don't know what's got to work on that. Like something subconsciously, something that you may not even be aware of. But I don't like it though. That's if this is to work, this has to be worked on. And this has to be like coexist. Like there's some major work has to be happening here. Right? The ex, past love, hurt, still tied to right, especially with the 5 of Pentacles in the past. I kind of saw that too. Which is typical. It's always like a terrible ex that ruins the potential of a relationship for the future, you know? And it's like, it's hard to trust again. Who was it? Was it someone else? It was someone else on here that was like, oh, yeah, was it Monica? You know? You know, from another reading. I did another reading for a relationship, love, like past things. Someone in the past hurting this person, hurting one of the querents, and then yeah. Though I shouldn't talk about other querents in readings, but these are live. They're recorded, you know. And then we have the Ace of Jars, the Ace of Cups. This is a good sign. So I think currently this is a good sign for love and a new relationship. And oh, look at that, honey. Oh my gosh. I don't know any Monica. Monica C. She was in the chat earlier. She left. I did her reading before you came on. Potential, yeah. The Ace of Cups shows potential. We also have the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck, Six of Wands. So I really do like this. This really shows that there's something that could develop here, but I think maybe perhaps on your part, there may be something that you need to work through and overcome. It's either you or him. One of you got the issues. Well, I guess both of you do. Everybody got issues. So I guess if any, and I guess this is true for any relationship, honestly, truly, you both have to work on yourselves to be better people for the person that you love and the person that you want to be in a relationship with. Feeding each other, honey. Bad, Nikki. You're bad. Okay, so yeah. So let's go back to this though. The Princess of Swords. Yeah, that does to finish up discerning. Kind of like the Ace of Swords. Yeah. Sorry. Don't be sorry, Nikki. It was funny. The Ace of Swords and the Princess of Swords are very that discerning, like, I see you. I know what you're doing. I see you. Don't think you're hiding from me what you're trying to do there. You know, you cannot gaslight a Princess of Swords. You cannot gaslight a Queen of Swords. You know, but you want to know who you can gaslight? The Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. That's just my opinion. And the Queen of Wands, I think you can gaslight as well. That's just a side note, but also like, you know, so she's going to help. These are going to help working on that and really loving yourself and doing some shadow work as well. This, I think, is shadow work right here. These cards right here, that's all telling me shadow work. Okay. Going deep into those things that you have kept blocked off, restricted, unaware, maybe that you don't necessarily like, or you're afraid of seeing as maybe something ugly, but honestly, some real beauty and great love comes from it, you know, and when you start accepting yourself, all the bits and bobs within you. And again, like you said, probably both of you, you know, I don't know who he is. I don't know how he treats you. But I mean, if this is any indication, the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, or jars in this case, yeah, it shows good potential there, you know. The right side looking golden, right? These look pretty good. This looks like, okay, we got work to do. Yeah, it was a little concerning. I was worried. I'll admit, I was scared. I was afraid when I saw these two cards pull up. I was like, whoa, wait, you know. But I mean, I think at the core, this is in every relationship. Mind you, this is not me, like, you know, being, you know, letting toxic and abusive relationships slide. No. Like, the work of avoiding falling into these and making sure that it doesn't devolve into this, and making sure that, you know, you can catch this before it becomes something unhealthy and toxic and leading to, you know, a lack of this and a results of this, you know. I do have Oracle decks. Never saw you do an Oracle pull, am I right? And you know, you have. I've done a few Oracle cards, but rarely. I haven't done any in a while, but I don't feel like I want to for this reading. But yeah, I do. But right now it's mostly tarot. And if it's anything else other than tarot, I do the I Ching, or maybe a few astrology things. But it's just more, you know. So yeah, I think it has potential. Me too. I like it. I was scared, but you know what? I'm liking it so far. I really like this reading. I think this really shows the whole spectrum of what tarot can be and how it can be, with probably like the ugliest of cards. Trust, the moon is not a very positive card. Like, so, like I think some branches of tarot practice view the moon as like a card of horror and grotesque like debauchery of humanity. Like it's a very like interesting card to look into. But it shows that doesn't necessarily indicate that there's necessarily anything bad. At first I thought I was like, oh, something's going on, but I mean, currently there's things you got to work on. So yeah. Yeah, we have to stick to the title of the chat. If I ever do a live, it probably doesn't need a title all over the place. Everything. Nikki sparkles everything. Nikki, like sparkle like glitter that gets on everything. So wherever there's glitter, you got to talk about it. So yeah, I think it does have. Yeah, you're right. It has potential. I was worried. I was scared. I will admit. But this turned out really great. And honestly, a good reader. Is this a good deck? Wait, hold on. Is the B Tarot a good tarot deck? Yeah, it is. I just wasn't sure if it would read clearly. But yeah, also I love this Queen of Pentacles here. I think I want to show the other. Like, wait, is there a bumblebee? I think there's a bumblebee because this is supposed to be like the queen bee of a hive. And I love the statue here in the background. I love this artist's work. And I was expecting a bit more. With this deck on some points, we can't pick a number. You didn't pull one yet. No, not yet. Like I love this magician. It stays on theme, but yet it adds, I don't know, there's something about it. Like the beekeeper uniform isn't so obtrusive as I would thought it would be, like how some modern iterations of themed decks kind of do get in the way. Tangent, we're doing a deck review now on this deck, just visually. So here's like the Prince of Pentacles. It's a wasp. Or a yellow jacket. Or a hornet. I don't know. I don't like themed through and through mostly. Yeah. And I was hoping that this would be a little bit more loosey-goosey on the theme. But again, I just love this artist. I love how she draws faces, these weird faces. Like, again, here we have Temperance. Something about her face. I just like how she draws faces. I'm trying to find another one of the Pentacle Court cards. See, this is probably one of the weaker cards, I think. Some people don't do face as well, or body parts. One of the things I don't like, and there's been a few decks that do this, but it's decks where the faces are completely blank. Like literally no lips, no nose, no eyes, no eyebrows, no details or whatever. It's just a flat, blank face. It's just a head. Just a smoothed over mannequin face. I don't like those decks. Lumina Tarot looking at you. I don't know that one. I don't know her. So this is one of the weaker cards, I feel. The barrow, the wheelbarrow, and it's like, again, I love the flowers though, and the I like his shirt for some reason, like, but something about the wheelbarrow and the hive, the box hive, the what's it called? Oh my gosh, the hive that he's carrying. I just don't. Yeah, but then again, how do you depict the chariot in a bee themed? I don't know, you know. But then we have here the Melissae for the High Priestess, and I love this card. Lazy artist. It goes mass soon. I'm Dutch. I don't know the word. I don't know what word you're trying to say, but Lumina Tarot. I think I've had the indie version, but then I got rid of it. I think I moved it on. Yeah, here's the princess of Pentacles. I like her. With the thistle there. I'm over the bees. Hold on, I want to show you the last Pentacle core card. Hold on. Oh, at least appreciate the Empress. I love the Empress in this. I wanted more cards like this. You know. I mean, it is on theme with it, but again, I want to find. Yeah, here's the king. He's a drone, I think. I wanted him to be more like a big, thick, black bumblebee, you know. I would have liked that more. But I know there's a reason why they did that. He's probably not even a bee. He may be like a hoverfly or something. She has a lazy left eye like me. I bring back. Don't come at her. Don't come for her. She's doing her best. The bees are important. You can't say I'm done with the bees. I don't know what other deck there is to talk about. But I don't know. I've been on for 2 hours though. I don't know who else is on that would like a reading, but yeah. Yeah, let's see. I mean, I got this one, which I think was like maybe indie. You can't leave now. How rude. I mean, I've been on for a minute. Oh, that's right. Do you want a reading? Who else wants a reading? I need to know. I need to have a good constant influx of readings. I might do a reading for you, Nikki. But I don't know how you'll like it. What if I read you and you don't like it? But yeah, what about this one, the Yolanda Witch Tarot? Have you seen this one? Have you heard of her? It's good. I can handle it. Okay. She's a big girl. Been through some storms, still standing. You can't take me down. Exactly. This deck is so weird. It's like children's book, but yet also like a cult. No, never heard of it. I mean, let's look at this one here. Oh, the 10 of coins with the levitating baby. No, it's not dragonfly themed. It's like, it's this themed. I don't know what the theme is for the Yolanda Tarot. Like, this is weird. But I like this Lover's card. I'm like, I want what they were on. No, actually, maybe I don't want to take what the hell these people were on when they did this one. I thought they were plungers for a second for this 3 of Cups. And the book is meaty on this deck. Again, it's kind of like, for some reason, it kind of reminds me of Robert Place's decks somehow, but also like Terror of the Holy Light, and then also like the Thoth at times. It's a weird deck. This deck, the Yolanda Tarot, is weird. Yeah, okay, let me see what you're talking about, Toadstool. Readings are closed for now. Let's see here. I like the Byzantine Tarot though, so far. Let me see, the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Coins. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, with the kid like floating right there. Maybe it's a ghost. Okay, so yeah, I'll do a question. What's your question, Nikki? But first I want to see what he means. And I'm like, oh, I see what you mean. I'm like, oh, Scylla Conway making a mistake in her art? I remember she talked about this deck that it took like almost a decade to make, I think. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of like a parent like dragging their kid away from the store. Like, no, I told you we can't get you a toy this time. You know, it reminds me of that. Let me see. Do I have the guidebook? Let me read this real quick, and then we'll do your reading, Nikki. Because I need to see this. I wonder if it's like intentional or not. Where is she? Is it you? Are you the guidebook? No, you're not it. This? Is it you? No. No. Where'd it go? Where are you? It's not you. Are you down here? I think so. I just have so many empty boxes here that I need to get rid of. No, where is it? Did I lose the guidebook? Do I not know what the guidebook looks like? It's probably like right in front of me, and I cannot see it. Where is it? No way that I lose this book. Is it? No. It should be on this shelf. Where else would it be? Unless it's down here for some reason, and I just, again, that's the Buddha. Elemental. Oh, I lost it. I didn't notice it. I got it. Don't worry. I got it. I got it. I got it. Don't worry. Yeah, here. So like the kid's feet should be touching the ground, but it looks like he's like floating, being carried up, pulled up. You know, so yeah. Okay. Let's see. And I'm sure you looked at the book. Toadstool. I'm like, let me see, because I'm like, I don't know. Countess 910. Let's see. Now placing at the center of their social lives, women is seen primarily as homemakers. From the empress to the humblest peasant, and the education of children was to a higher standard than anywhere else in the West until the 12th century. Wealthier families hired tutors to educate their children in math, literature, and philosophy. Okay. Here, perhaps, we see a wealthy merchant, his wife, children, and family pet, accompanied by a patriarchal grandfather. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't mention it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to say it. I'm kind of seeing it as, again, kind of like again, because the child doesn't look happy. You know, I'm thinking like a child throwing a tantrum and the dad pulling him away and like, you know, picking him up and dragging, you know. So yeah. Elevated to higher standards. He's elevating the kid to a higher standard. It's not his fault his legs are so short. He just needs to get up with the standards. He needs to keep up with the standards. And that's why. But yeah, but either way, I like the outfit. I really, what I think I like about the Byzantine is the outfits and in general how it reads. But yeah, And I guess in a way, it's like for a grown man, to hold a kid's hand, you do kind of have to actually stoop down. Like as someone that's like 6 foot and a kid is like 2 to 3 feet tall. You got to really stoop low to kind of hold their hand as well. So he's probably, I think that one could read into like standing tall and proud and not stooping low to a child's standards. And so in that way, it kind of hurts the child if they're doing that. But anyways, yeah, the right foot is weird. The right foot and hand look weird. Almost like the right hand was like amputated. All right, bye Hopeful Soul 72. Yeah. And it's like for a deck that took that long, one would think that proportions were done right. But no deck is perfect. Hold on, he texted me. Okay, there we go. Okay, so back to you, Nikki. What's your question? Let's do your reading. Let's call it a night after your reading, Nikki, as a welcome back. Yeah, it is weird. It's one of those things that you just like look into and it's like, Oh, you typed it already. Let me see. No, she does. Or do you mean like detailed illustration? Right? Yeah, she doesn't really. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Well, my recent choices lead me to a full and positive life on all fields. Let's see. This one for sure we will use the B tarot for you. I'm just kidding. We won't use the B tarot. That was a joke. I'm using the Marielle, 2nd edition. So I can do a Celtic cross. And maybe whatever I need to hear at this moment. Thank you. I mean, I guess that is what you kind of want to hear from on in terms of like what you're looking for, you know, in terms of like, will my recent choices lead me to a full and positive life on all fields? I mean, how big were these choices? These seem like pretty big choices. You volunteered and got accepted. Oh, very good. Well, I don't know if it's good. Well, let's see. There's only one way to find out. I was a hermit for a long time. Me too. But changing my ways since Dad passed away. Oh, sorry for your loss. Yeah, I can't really pinpoint what was like the trigger for me to like break out of my shell and no longer be in hermit mode, you know? In his honor, living life. There we go. Yeah. COVID for me. I think it was me too. I think it was COVID for me as well. Like, I think it was post-COVID. Like after coming out of COVID, I think that might have been it. I think just in a subconscious level. It wasn't like directly like, being quarantined was no different than me. Well, that's probably what it was. Being quarantined wasn't so bad for me because it was what I was doing for most of my life before the pandemic. Oh, I love that card. I love a lot of the majors. I love like the Tower 2 in the Byzantine. Something changed me. Oh, right. Yeah. After that, I wanted to get out. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I was okay with it, but didn't want to anymore. Exactly. Precisely. I was like, but it wasn't like, but I didn't like again, I didn't like sit myself down and like say it all. I was just like, again, in the back of my head, and just like the things that I did, I was like, yeah. Death at the Bedside is great. Yeah, there's like the Byzantine Tarot pops off. It's a really good deck. And I also love the backs. I also like the backs on the Byzantine. It's beautiful. Like, I want this as like a carpet or like ceiling tile painting, you know, on the ceiling. Yeah, the moon is really moody faced. Yeah, Toadstool. Did you do a walkthrough of it, Toadstool? Cardstock, I'm whatever about. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I've seen better, but I'm not mad at it. Okay, back to Nikki's reading. It's kind of cereal box cardstock. No. I felt cereal box cardstock. That's not cereal box cardstock. But it is kind of like cardboardy in a way, but not like cereal box. Come on, don't go that low. It's not that bad. Is it? I start second guessing myself. Many things and people don't. It's late here. Then go to sleep. Oh. This kind of lines up with exactly what you're asking. Will my recent choices lead me to a full and positive life on all fields? I think, yeah. I think it's going to help you grow. The devil here isn't so much about containment and restrictions and binding and what's the other word? And imprisonment and like, again, what was it that Kelly from the Chosen Story would always say? Abdicating your power, you know? But the Seven of Discs is the charioteer walking forward, breaking forth. This is the myth that's being depicted here is storms where he walks. I believe that's what it's called, or thunder where he walks. And you can see here at the bottom those sparks there. That's his feet causing flames and fire and sparks coming from the dark earth. And so it's the 7 planets as well. Guiding you. Said you were aligned with the planets, right? I don't mean to interrupt your flow, just that I saw it there and kind of I never see it used on other channels. Did you read with it? Oh yeah, I read with it quite a bit. Even before I went on my little hiatus of like the past month, I read with it. I've read with it a few times. I like it. The job is a center for arts, theater, concerts, art courses, positive environment. Love that. I have to listen because I can't read Maria. That's your fault. You didn't study it well enough. I'm just kidding. Oh! And here's the release. So the devil and the tower, the devil is this buildup of energy, and the tower is that release. So I think it's like you're building up and you're releasing. That's kind of what's going on here. It's very sexual. It's a very like sexual innuendo. So yeah. I didn't touch Mary in years. She's never been touched. 16. I have the Four of Cups, a card that's been around these readings quite a bit. I don't hate it being sexual. It's like, yeah, the devil's arousal. The devil's supposed to represent arousal and a bit of lustiness, and typical of the devil. But the tower is supposed to represent the climax. So yeah, I haven't been touched either. Girl, then you got to get yourself out there. So then we have the Four of Cups. That's kind of like representing of like, again, you've made a choice, you've gotten something. Now it's like a wish fulfillment. It's this thing that you've hoped for, and it's something about fulfilling your desires, something like that. Yeah, less for life would be good. Kind of matches up with the Four of Cups there when you say it like that. And Justice in the same position for you as well. Huh, look at that. With Ma'at. Cause and effect. It's fair. It seems that this is the right path. I like the order that Justice has here. She seems to be saying like, yeah, the build-up, the release, and it's kind of combined together. One could even say that this is more like these two combined, focused and controlled and limited, and focusing on that release, that build-up and release of energy, almost like a what are those called? Those vents that they use for furnaces. You know, it inhales a lot of air and then it shoots it out and it keeps the fire going and it keeps it hot. It keeps the heat in, you know. 8. And the Four of Swords, huh? I guess the Four of Swords is that it's a bit of ruminating, but it's that aha lightning strike from after a moment of, you know, sitting and like letting the pot boil a bit, you know. I have a trial night next week. I hope I feel at home there and click with people I have to work with, but excited, curious. I mean, with any work, there's going to be someone that's going to rub you the wrong way and all that. But in the end of the day, it's a job that has to be done, you know. Just keep in mind, not there to make friends, you know. That's just advice outside of that. That's what I have to remind myself when I apply to jobs. It's like, you're not here to make friends. You're here to make money. I'm just kidding. Experiences and all that, you know? And you're here to do a job as well. Not here to socialize. Current situation, the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Now, this is an issue. I knew this bitch would show up, but I didn't think she'd show up reversed. So, yeah. Are you questioning? Are you doubting? Are you second guessing? Don't get paid. It's volunteer work. Okay. But it's still work. Oh, there you are. Current situation, surrounding environment, the Queen of Swords. I think, yeah, you got to wait and see. This is definitely like the wait and the see. Wait and see, even though like, and the Wheel of Fortune is blind here. So you can't really know until you're in the situation in and of itself. So until you're, I guess this is a question. This question is kind of, the tarot is kind of saying like, you can't answer this question until you've gone through it. You know, will the choices lead me to a full and positive life on all fields? You won't know until you actually, you'll know. You'll know once you get through it, you know? And again, here, the Two of Discs kind of lines up with the Wheel of Fortune as well. Hopes and fears. Yeah, like I said, that looking forward and that looking back. Apply this question to the past 10 years of your life, let's say, or 5 years of your life, you know, and compare it to where you are currently and where you're wanting to go and where you're going, you know. And that's what I think the Two of Coins is saying here. And the Two of Coins is also your hopes and fears. So it's like, Yeah, yeah. It's like there's yeah. Are you afraid that it's gonna put you back to where you were in the past, or that it's not gonna amount to anything? You're gonna get something out of it. Don't let yourself think that you're not gonna amount to anything because of this. This is gonna give you something. And then the potential outcome. Look at that judgment, the phoenix, rebirth. This is great. I love this. I love this for you. I'm like, I hope, and in a way, I also hope. Let me just interject a bit of my own personal wishes here. Is that I end up in the same situation too. I think at the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Cups. So yeah, yeah, afraid I want too much. Don't be afraid of that. Just admit, like, you know what, this may be too much, but I hope I get it. I do. I would like to have it. Uh, let's see, like living a full and content life. You're asking too much. I'm sorry, a full and content life in this economy. Well, you're not in the U.S., so I think you can get that, right? You're in the Netherlands. No, where are you? I'm getting emotional. Yeah, yeah. You have, yeah. I'm liking this. I like this as an outcome. I think this is like, again, the yeah. And then okay. I was like, I'm like, I need to remember where she's from. I'm like, was it the Netherlands? Yes. So yeah, I like this for you. I think this is right. This is good. Um, it's something you just go through it. Let yourself be disappointed at times, and again, and be honest about it as well. I think that's what the Eight of Cups is saying here, where you said, yeah, I'm afraid I want too much, is living, like asking that question. Like, don't be afraid to ask that. What, because you seem to be a very blunt and honest person. Where in your life are you not blunt and honest with? Where do you hold reservations for? Where do you hold yourself back in terms of like when you should speak up, Yeah, I don't ask for gold or the love of my life, etc. If it comes, thank you. Yeah, it's like I want that to the extent of where it's like I want to make it for myself. If that makes sense, I want to, I don't want to have. I think everybody kind of feels that though, like where I think people just want to be comfortable. You know, this is getting bigger picture here. uh, let's see, just a grateful, happy, pleasant life, the little simple things. Yeah, yeah. Even though these you have pretty grand and powerful cards here, the Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, the Tower, the Devil, and Justice, like all in this spread, and the Two of Coins, and like the two fours as well, moving from the Four of Cups to the Four of Swords, from an emotional space to now back into a mental space, perhaps. And I think this is a space that you're going to be very comfortable in as well. Let me just say that. How, like, again, I feel like you're more with your airiness and your bluntness. I feel like, and being more in line with the Queen of Swords, I think you're do you sometimes feel like your emotions get in the way? I once felt like that, but now I'm kind of like love that I can feel things. For a split second there, before I'm gonna blame my anxiety attack that it got me to feel this, um but after that I really did start like feeling feelings. I was like, oh shit, this is why people write songs, such devastating songs about love and loss and happiness and all that. I'm like, oh, it's really feeling now. The prefrontal cortex really developed this time. Damn. And that's what it's like for me now. Sometimes it's very contradicting emotions and the rational mind. And it's funny because if you really think about it, it's all in the same thing. It's all in here. The emotions and the rational mind are all in here. Even though emotions we feel here, it's all happening here. You know? Did I make it to my signature last time? Yes, you did the tower. Yes, you did the tower again. We all do. And that's where and it's funny enough, in traditional golden, not traditional, but like in the standard golden dawn of tarot, the tower on the tree of life bridges the gap between Netzach and Hod. And Hod and Netzach are like the rational and the emotional mind, 7 and 8. 8 is Mercury, very thinking, logic, that kind of thing. And then Netzach is the spiritual, magical, emotional, religious side of things, you know. And the tower bridges the two, because faith and spirituality and magic and all that sometimes breaks apart and breaks down science, and science does the opposite to the fantasy and the spirituality of Netzach, and that's the play within the two. At least in the Golden, I like that connection of the two. Though I'm now kind of shifting how I view the Tree of Life and the Major Arcana and the Tarot, but for another day. For another day, not yet. My ruler is Mercury. Yeah, that's your Hod, which is 8. But here, 7 Netzach is here. A lot of 2, 4, and 7s are the pillar of what's it called? Mercy? Yeah, the pillar of mercy. It's the outflowing pillar. It's the giving pillar, I think, in a way. But I'm sure other people will have different interpretations of that and be like, that's not correct for the Tree of Life. I'm like, yeah. Okay, it's all made up anyway. I'm just kidding. No, there is a tradition to it, and I don't want to disrespect it because, you know. Anyways, what is this personal question? It depends. It depends on what the question is. If I don't like it, if I don't want to share it, I won't talk about it. But if I can, I'll answer it. You know me, I think. You're familiar with how I respond to these. But yeah, what's the question? And also, going back to Hod and Netzach right here. Hod, Netzach. Right? Yeah. Right. Something there. Something to look at. Something to read. Yeah. Anyways. Let's see. So yeah, you have overcome personal struggles as well. I'm now in that phase of not wanting to identify myself as Nikki, the one that lived like a hermit, that had therapy for years, etc., because I am not her anymore. Like me telling that old story and like the devil leashed to myself and that old version of me, but she's no longer around. Do you recognize that feeling? That's growth. I think that's you becoming a new person. That's you changing. And this is where when things like that happen, that's where I'm like, yeah, I'm like, this, people can change and grow, but it takes a long time. And it takes a lot of change in environment. And absolutely, yeah. Like I said, like I pointed it out again, you're moving from the emotional to the mental here, you know, that shift, you know, like reinventing myself, sending layers. Yeah, it doesn't fit anymore. Exactly. Yeah, I kind of at times it takes a lot. Yeah, for me it didn't take too long. I mean, literally, I'm like, it's like, I think over the past year, for example, my tarot interests have definitely changed and evolved to be more grounded. Like, I'm like, now I see a Kickstarter, I don't have to back it unless it's one like I own, you know, in terms of like shifting my perspective of like consuming tarot versus working with tarot. I've talked about this quite a bit, but now I really am like locking in. I'm looking at like all the decks that I really, really loved, and I'm like, I think it's time to let you guys go. So stick around. I will be getting rid of a lot of decks, I think. I hope. So yeah. But yeah, it is a great feeling. It shows that you're growing and it shows that you're changing. And it's gonna even be more growth and more change. Like again, judgment here, the phoenix being reborn. When you look back and you're like a little bit embarrassed or cringe at like who you were in the past. Like, for example, because I'm still young, I look back at who I was in middle school. I was like, oh, I was a little shit in middle school. Middle school was the worst. And then I look back at myself and how I was in high school, and I was like, damn, I feel like I was so high strung on stress of hiding who I really was. And now I feel so relieved and relaxed that I'm more open with who I am and coming out with who I am as a gay man, you know, and now having a boyfriend and all that. So, yeah. What no longer serves me has to go. I need the space and air. There we go. I'm old now, LOL. 48. Oh, 48? That's not now. Unapologetically you. Yeah. You got a lover, not a lover. Well, yeah, I guess he is my lover. Yeah, let me tell you, it hasn't been easy. Fuck, no, it hasn't been easy. But that's for another. That's for another chat. That's for something else. Yeah, yeah. I'm good. I'm good. A young 48, lover and a friend. Yeah, yeah. He's at least my friend, and I love him a lot. So yeah, but like I said, still, he's I put me through some shit, you know, but nothing that, but it's, yeah, we'll, I'm still here for the ride, and we're gonna see how it goes, and I'm not, yeah, there's I can't put it into words just yet, and hopefully I can, because this is definitely a very new thing for me. This is really like my first, still, been, yeah. Anyways, it's gonna be interesting. I wonder if I'll be able to share it with on here, if ever, because usually I do like any minute thing that would happen. I feel like I would talk about it on here, give or take a few things that I was like sworn to secrecy on, you know. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, there you go. I like it. I like this reading for you, by the way. Speaking of going back to it, I think this is good. This is a good growth for you. Um, it means that it's real. I mean, it's like how I feel with him. I just can't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I would like to put it to words at least, you know. Yeah, you're welcome, Nikki, and thank you for sticking around with my channel. To everyone, like the tower again, to all who stop by. You know, I'm always grateful for everybody that stops by. You know, so yeah. Okay, so there we go. Let's put these away. Let's put her away. The Marielle always knocking it out of the park, as always. I may have like, I feel like sometimes I brush over things, but yeah. So yeah. So anyways, okay, we've been on for almost 3 hours now, 2 hours and 48 minutes. We're gonna call it a night there. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Well, I mean, with live streams, do people really comment? I rarely get any comments on live streams these days, but yeah, literally the last 10 minutes. When did you show up? I like, let me see, 6:20. No, wait. Yeah, 6:26. Yeah. The tower again. Girl, you got to hop on earlier. Or something. I don't know. You have a channel, right? Do you upload? I forget if you do. I feel like you do, and I just forget that you do. I know you have an Instagram, right? The tower. Let's see. All I'm getting is Tower of God content. Oh, not the Bob Villa tours the Trump Tower 1983. Let me see. Let's filter. Let's go here. Channel. Where is she at? Where are you at? Where is it? Where is it? Or wait, isn't it one word? It is. No, I'm a bashful babe. You don't have to show your face. You can do it like this. Let me see. You can go like this. Just do this. Yes, IG. Okay. Yeah, and I follow you on there. I follow you on there. Yeah, we chatted on there. Yeah, I for sure follow you on there. Go away. Okay, there we go. Are you on regularly or too busy being lovey-dovey? Well, no, I can't really be lovey-dovey because we're long distance at the moment, but we're working on changing that right now. Um, so yeah, yeah. So the most I'm busy being lovey-dovey is when I message him or text him, so or call him. Um, so yeah. Right now he's in Northern California. And yeah, I plan on moving out when I'm ready. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but it's going to take some time. But you know, yeah. Like there's still a lot of things that we got to get ready before I can move out. So yeah. He lives in Northern California. I'm here in more Southern California. I'm closer to Los Angeles. He's 4 hours past San Francisco. Kind of close to you, not no. He's not close to me. It's a day long like travel to do it. You know what? Maybe I should do that. Vlog moving out, especially right now in this economy and this mindset and being. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, he's closer to. I should say he's closer to Oregon than he is to Los Angeles. So yeah. And even then up there, it's like there's so much land and forest up there. Anyways. Oh yeah, Netherlands and USA. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure you can travel the Netherlands in like a day. Oh, who knows? Vlogs, I feel like are a thing of the past. I don't think people do vlogs these days. I think people do more podcasts, that kind of stuff. But yeah, anyways, yeah. Smaller than Lake Tahoe. Wow. The whole country. Yeah, I'm like I forget how big this fucking continent is that I'm on. It's like a post stamp. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I would like to visit it. I would like to visit the Netherlands, Sweden, Denmark. Those types of countries, and maybe even live there. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think I could handle it. I don't think I'd be able to behave. Maybe Germany. Maybe I'll go to Germany. But no. Well, maybe. Lady Night from Avalon is from Germany, and she always talks about it. I'm like, I'm sorry, just the free healthcare alone makes me want to go over there. But anyways, with your boo, maybe. I told him there was like two countries. I was like, okay, for sure Japan, and I don't know where, but who knows when we'll be able to go. But we'll see. Japan and somewhere else. I don't know where. But yeah. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. Now I can really sign off now. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Should I expand my live streaming presence to other platforms? I think I should, because YouTube's fun, YouTube's cute, but I should be allowing this to go to also maybe Instagram and Facebook and Twitch and TikTok? No, I don't want to do TikTok. I can only imagine the demographic that I'll get from TikTok. I don't want to be on that. No, I'm not going to invoke that dark force into this channel. We banish that. We do not claim that. I don't want that. TikTok is so weird. It is like, I feel like TikTok is like the Frankenstein's monster of what the internet has become today. I don't know, though. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all on the next one. The other one, Twitch. Yeah. Why not? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a scary place. Yeah, I don't want to know, especially with a woo woo. Anyways, we're gonna, yeah, for another live stream. Okay. Bye, everyone.